Hello again, it's Noob, and here we have a massive Abus Vari padlock. It's clearly seen better days. I think there's a plastic sort of cover on here which snapped on, but has clearly snapped off. There's a little crack in the plastic. But this lock was lent to me by my very good friend Yukov, and it's a hell of a thing. It really is a beast. Armoured all the way around, shrouded shackle, a sunken keyway with an anti-drill hardened steel spinner. It's key retaining, as I think, is it? Yes, it's key retaining, unless it's all locked back up. It's just a really solid lock, and I imagine brand new was very expensive. It says that it's the number 3570 patent pending hardened steel Abus. I mean, everything about this is chunky. I would probably use a padlock like this. It's really beastly. Seems to be some other things missing here. I imagine there's an anti-drill plate in here at some point. It's got some dovetailing there, and the core in this has a lot of zigzags in it, and I've disassembled this, well, to see if I can, as far down as the core. Haven't looked at the pins, and it is an ever inside. So yeah, what a lock. I think we'll throw this in a vise. We will try to pick it, and if we can pick it, then we'll try and gut it. So this beast is in the vise. There is the key. Now, despite the warding, the bitting isn't crazy. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pins, I think. Lots of high cuts, but the low cuts are only sort of medium. They're not max, they're not maximum adjacent cuts. So this could be achievable. Lock it back up. And I'm going to try it using to try and find a tension tool that will fit. I did have one a minute ago, and of course I've got it all mixed up. Yeah. So I've just got a standard sort of thin southward turning tool, which I think I can put in something like here. And then I've got a Peterson hook, which I think will be good enough for me to be able to go in and try to pick this. So let's give it a go. Anything, because it does seem to go up through the warding. Nothing on 1, nothing on 2, 3, little click out of 3. There we go, that's better. I hit some warding there. 3, nothing on 4, something on 5, but wow, that's trying to get my tool back out. Anything on 1? No. 2, little click. Nothing on 3. 4, into a bit of a false set. Back to number 1. Pin 1. Bit of counter rotation there, I think. Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, my tension's just. Oh no, I picked it. The tension just sort of popped out a bit, but I have picked it, I think. Let's get in here. Take this out. Hold the tension, and just check that we have an open. We do. So it looks fierce. It's an ever core, which is pretty good, but it isn't all that, and I want to know why. Is it just, I don't know, luck of the draw? Is it master wafers in here? Now gutting this is, I couldn't find much about it, but I trusted my instincts, and I think I figured out how to do it. So what you need to do is there's a roll pin here, which I've got this punch, and I think it's a 5mm. And if you get it just right and whack it with a hammer, so forgive me, headphone users, sorry. You've got to get it all the way down to below the surface of this. So I'm going to use a shim to see where I've got there, and I have. So I can actually keep that shim in there like that to try to coax the rest of the lock out, which I think I can do something like this and push it from this side. Do I need to unlock it? I don't think so. I think I should just be able to push it. Maybe it's a little bit caught up. Let me give another whack with a hammer. If in doubt, whack it with a hammer. Oh, there we go, perfect. And you can see that we're sliding out. And this whole thing is made beautifully. So obviously that vinyl plastic on the outside is just nothing really but a small shroud. Then you've got that hardened steel inner. And then you got the sort of core, and this is all, I believe, hardened steel as well, with a, or something. But if it's not, maybe it's not actually all hardened steel. Maybe it's just got a hardened steel outer with a hardened steel spinner, with a hardened steel shield which goes along the top of the Euro cylinder here, which is really cool. So got that bit as well. Then I believe that there would have been something that slides in here, but that's been lost somewhere along the lines, not by me. Then at the top you've got this sort of cartridge which you can remove, which holds all the steel ball bearings at the top, and sort of the actuator, which I don't need to remove, but I sort of have now, so well, we'll figure it out. But yeah, so that comes out, and let's see, yeah, you can see that the ball bearings go here, and you've got the actuator there, and the other ball bearing goes in here, like that. And then you can remove this whole piece. Yeah, I don't think that's hardened steel, but it's still nevertheless pretty cool. And then you've got the little adapter which goes between the actuator and the core. And then you finally get to the point where you can start to gut the lock. So I'm just going to move this here. It's just such a cool lock, really is. And what kind of circlip is this? Can I move it around, or can I just drag it off like it is? Probably drag it off like it is. There we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Right. Very curious as to what's going on inside here. So where's that shim again? Might as well use it now we've got it. Get a follower. That one, nice solid follower. And a shim to bridge the gap. There's a lot of cutouts on this. I think it's been modified by hand by somebody with a file and stuff. Pop that on, hope for the best, and go for it. Oh, greasy, but not in a bad way. So yeah, only 5 pins, but it is an Ever, and Ever, you know, are good. It's been well oiled, I'll give it that much. Standard, standard, standard. I'm not expecting much in terms of the key pins, I'll be honest with you. I expect all these will be standard, and they are. Yeah, greasy. And then we will have a look down here. Take out the shim now and have a look. So spool, standard, spool. Oh no, multi-spool. Crazy long multi-spool thing. Spool, and that's everything. Springs don't really want to come out, all glued in there with grease, I imagine. So we'll just have a look at all these pins here and just look at these. So really nice spool, a standard pin, but then look at these two sort of multi-spool type things. They're so greasy, but yeah, very cool. That's a super long pin, isn't it? Seems to have balanced pin stacks as well. So where there's a long key pin, you have a shorter driver. Where you have a shorter key pin, you have a longer driver. So yeah, very, very nice. So it's sort of a very typical Ever. A bit easier to pick. Still don't really know why. Maybe it's just the bitting on this one that made it a bit easier. I don't really know. But anyway, I genuinely hope you enjoyed that video. It's a really fantastic lock. I'd like a brand new one of these, actually, I have to say. If you like this video, please leave a like. If you've got comments about this video, then please leave one below. I do read them all and reply to as many as I can. And if you haven't subscribed, then please do consider subscribing, because it really helps me out. And I'll see you all next time.